Train your robot with a baby carrier. The future of humanoid teleoperation. Imagine a future where humanoid robots are as common as smartphones. But before these mechanical marvels can seamlessly integrate into our daily lives, they need to learn how to move and interact just like us. And here's the twist. One of the most promising ways to teach them is by strapping a tiny robot to your chest in a baby carrier. Yes, you read that right. A baby carrier for robots. Intrigued? You should be. This method could revolutionize how we train robots, but it also raises some fascinating questions about human-robot interaction. Before humanoid robots can walk among us autonomously, they must first be remotely operated to gather the data needed to develop what's known as vision-language action models. These models are critical for enabling robots to perform non-lethal, bipedal movements without human intervention. While there are already several methods for remote operation, such as using augmented reality accessories, gaming controllers, or even exoskeletons, researchers at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign have come up with an innovative and surprisingly intuitive solution, a wearable robot controller designed to mimic human movements. This system, called Child, Controller for Humanoid Imitation and Live Demonstration, involves wearing a small robot in a baby carrier. The operator physically manipulates the child robot's limbs, and a larger, more advanced robot learns by imitating these actions. Think of it as puppeteering, but instead of controlling a marionette, you're teaching a humanoid robot how to move. Teleoperation has become a popular approach for collecting data to solve robotic tasks in the context of physical embodied AI, explains Joo-Hung Kim, an associate professor of electrical and computer engineering at UIUC and director of KimLab. Child is one of the solutions we propose to enable users to provide direct commands via teleoperation for specific target tasks. What sets Child apart from other teleoperation systems, such as exoskeletons or real-time motion capture setups, is its simplicity and accessibility. Exoskeletons, while effective, can be cumbersome and exhausting to use because the operator has to replicate every movement themselves. Motion capture systems, on the other hand, often require specialized equipment and environments. Child, however, is lightweight, portable, and wireless, making it far more practical for everyday use. It's also significantly more affordable. According to Kim, the entire hardware setup for Child costs less than $1,000 if you 3D print the casing yourself. That's a fraction of the cost of a full exoskeleton or high-end motion capture system. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this really the best way to train robots? Some might argue that relying on human operators introduces limitations, especially when it comes to scaling up training for complex tasks. Others may question whether this method can truly lead to fully autonomous robots. What do you think? Could Child be the missing piece in the puzzle of humanoid robotics? Or is it just a stepping stone toward something better? Kim's inspiration for Child stems partly from his time at Disney Research, where he pondered how animators and artists could create lifelike robotic motions more easily. The idea of strapping a robot to your chest in a baby carrier emerged as a potential solution. Just wave the child robot's arms or legs and its larger counterpart will mirror those movements. This concept draws parallels to how parents naturally interact with infants while wearing baby carriers. As Kim points out, parents instinctively teach movements to their children in this setup, and the parent's range of motion fully encompasses the child's, making it intuitive to scale down motions in a puppeteering manner. The Child system is part of a broader pipeline called PAPRL, Plug-and-Play Robotic Limb Environment, which connects various input devices like gaming controllers, VR interfaces, and even traditional puppets to control robots. Child specifically focuses on humanoid forms and dual-arm configurations, offering a versatile tool for intuitive robot control. Its open-source nature means anyone can access the hardware specifications and source code on GitHub, encouraging collaboration and innovation within the robotics community. Looking ahead, Kim believes that humanoid robots will eventually become more prevalent than wheeled designs, particularly in intimate human environments like homes. Currently, wheeled or vehicle-based robots dominate the field and will continue to play an essential role in various industries, he says. However, if we aim to deploy more robots into spaces designed for humans, the humanoid form will likely be the only viable solution. Our surroundings are already built for the human body, so why not design robots that fit seamlessly into those spaces? While Child is still in the research phase, its potential applications are vast. From assisting with household chores to aiding in disaster response scenarios, the ability to intuitively control humanoid robots could transform countless industries. But the journey doesn't end here. As technology advances, we'll need to address ongoing debates about autonomy, ethics, and the role of humans in training machines. So, let's start the conversation. Do you see a future where humanoid robots are as ubiquitous as smartphones? And would you feel comfortable teaching one to move using a baby carrier? Share your thoughts in the comments below.